Hey, what's up? Smarketing Lab is interviewing Graham Bloxham. And first question is, Graham, would you like to introduce yourself and share with us your exciting project which you're doing in New Zealand, in Wellington and beyond?
Sure. Thank you, Assia. It's great to catch up with you, and thank you for the invite. We're as you say, my name's Graham Bloxham, and I'm a wild entrepreneur, I suppose, that has always been involved in billboards and marketing and sales and CRM. And I've now, about a year and a half ago, purchased Wellington Live and expanded it into 4 other social media channels, and we've now got about around about 1.5 million followers, and we get about anywhere from 2 to 7 million reach a day. And I guess you would say that we're content creators and audience appeasers across Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. So yeah, it's good to be here.
That's amazing. So look, the one subject which I would like to discuss with you is something that I feel everyone kind of knows about, but no one talks about. And this is, we are living in a wonderful 2023, which happened to be an election year in New Zealand. In my observation, every time there is an election year, there is some stagnation in business. People start saying, oh, we need to wait until the election will happen. So what's your view on that?
Look, I think it's a learned thing. It's like Christmas, and I think it's driven by the markets. It's driven by corporates, and they do have reasons for doing it because they're probably waiting for policy to come out that, for example, the deductibility on investment properties. I wouldn't be spending money doing up a house if I knew that National were going to get in. So it's a bit of a gamble. I think the frustrating thing is for marketers and advertisers or nuts and bolts sales people that are waiting is that they accept that and it's a false objection.
Yeah, exactly. And you see, with all respect to large organizations and corporates, the country's 95% of businesses is really a small business for which very little will change. And if the change will happen, it wouldn't happen immediately after elections, right? So it will take months before some, I don't know, minimal wage or something else or some taxation will happen. So I agree with you. This is like a false objection, which I think we all should really not necessarily fight, but object to this objection and actually keep doing what we're doing. Now, in the article which recently was published by New Zealand Business, we identified 3 solutions, and I would value to know what do you think about this. And, obviously you will have some other suggestions, what you think small business can do. So the first thing which I think small business should be doing, small and medium-sized business, is expedite their decision-making process. There is nothing to wait for in the world where change is happening faster than ever. What do you think?
Well, there's 2 sides to it. There's the spender of the money and the salesperson that's trying to get the money. If I was the spender of the money, I would be trying to use it to get better deals, and so let's face up to the realities of it. And if I was it's just another reason why someone might negotiate to get a better deal, or a sales rep might face an objection, and really you just have to be prepared to know it's there, be aware of where you are and who you're dealing with and what they might say. And look, there's so many ways to overcome that one, and it really is a weak objection. It could be true in some cases, but the old thing of you being left behind, if you that concept of being left behind if you don't keep investing and waiting, and I'm now involved with an AI company, and we've come up with an app that helps medium businesses use AI, manage the risk, look at the opportunities in a walled garden. And if they don't use it, they will be left behind. Now, with AI, they're not only going to be left behind, they're going to be left light years behind. So, it's you just got to be ready, overcome it, be positive, and tear them to shreds.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just think that for businesses, it's important to understand that, you know, how like in the past, there could be like 5 years and there is no major technology change. Now, you know, within half a year, this AI chat GPT is just, you know, on everyone's mind. And who knows what will be there in 12 months. Yeah. So we need to be not only prepared to change, but know how to deal with this. And then the other thing is, in my observation, I think that sometimes businesses are a little bit uncertain and they're not making decisions or not making purchases because they fundamentally don't quite understand. For example, let's take your enterprise, right? It's kind of very simple on one level, but for people who don't even understand TikTok exists or Facebook, you know, the meaning of Facebook for their business.
No one knows that. No one doesn't know about TikTok.
Well, you know, it's a different thing between knowing and kind of accepting, you know, being ready to explore whether this is suitable for their business. So what I mean is not knowing, it's not about not knowing the name, but not understanding what is it for you as a business. Yeah. And I think that sometimes people are not making decisions because they are not educated enough about, hey, this is just a new advertising medium, yeah, or this is, you know, content is the. So it's not like one ad once a year as it used to be. This is like a constant content production. So do you think that people need to kind of pay a little bit more attention at what's happening on the market and actually learn something regardless of the times?
Oh, it's crucial. I was with a couple of young guys who are one of the guys is a great mate of mine. He's the #1 TikTok account in New Zealand. And we were with a couple of 21-year-olds, and they can turn a restaurant into an overnight success with 5 videos. And it was terrifying to me because we're a content maker, and we've got a massive reach, huge. And these guys are going to come along and cut our lunch. What they don't have is they don't own their own audiences. They play with other people's audiences. But, you know, if you can get your content right and your engagement strategy right, and you can execute, give the audiences what they want, man, you can do some serious damage with video. And the way Meta right now are prioritizing video and Instagram and Facebook to compete with TikTok, we know it's over 60% through the algorithms with video. And it's you just got to learn about that. You got to learn about how AI can analyze audiences more. You can read feeds, so you can read the sentiment in feeds. But some of the old stuff, cold calls and trying stuff like sending a letter or dropping in off the street. You know, you just got to be prepared to try different things. Always be nimble, but I wouldn't go past Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's lethal.
And then the last thing is, what do you think small to medium-sized businesses can, practically do to embrace the change? Because the market is changing, the technology is changing, the advertising means, of course, billboards still exist, but we quickly move from billboards to TikTok. What do you think people can actually practically do,
It's tough because to try and get a social media site up and running now, Meta have got it nailed that you have to spend to get any reach. So what you've got to do is be really, really innovative. And by innovative, I mean, listen to what the customer wants. Sit down and talk to your customers more. And then depending on what they say, do something different. Do this sort of thing. Use QR codes. Do more cold calls. It's just the keeping an open mind and being prepared to try things. And another big thing I've noticed is always know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers in social media and your analytics and things like that, you you can't review it and then grow it and then keep doing, you keep reviewing and growing, and you can learn a lot from the numbers. And I would say that the biggest thing you can do is use video now, because a video picture speaks 1,000 words. It's so strange that people can't read anymore. I mean, I always had the attention span of a gnat, but I struggle now to pick up a book. So these types of podcasts, I think a lot of people think it's expensive to create this, but it's actually not. It's we're just a couple of friends that are helping each other out, and who knows what's going to come of this. Doesn't have to be huge volume. So I think you just go about it, be innovative, have fun. Just don't let the doldrums get a hold of you, because it is tough out there. We are in a recession. I was having lunch today with Jacinda's old chief of staff, a guy called Neil Jones, and he's a PR guru, and he was talking about how rooted the councils are. The workers in council, local government, they're hopeless. People don't trust government. Democracy is breaking down. There's noise everywhere. Prices are up. Mortgage rates are up. I know for a fact that in Christchurch has the highest number of people that are on the edge and suicides. So be aware of it. Be tough. Be kind. Be kind to each other, and because social media is, I mean, it's brutal. I live in a cornflakes packet. I'm a really positive person, but this week it's really got to me. So, I just think be positive, be kind, try new things, and just keep pushing.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And I think that the important thing is that there are a lot of people in business who traditionally don't do many different things. And they kind of, live a little bit outside of social media. They are clearly afraid as a business to be very open on social media. But at the end of the day, hey, the world is becoming smaller in this respect. Everyone gets to know everyone. And I suppose just do a good job, right? Not to be afraid to be exposed on social media. And, have to educate. Now, tell me one thing. What type of business can mostly benefit by coming to you to be kind of opened up to your massive audience of 1.5 million?
Hey, we love dealing with hospo, accommodation. We're doing the launch for the Fun Lab, which is the new business that's going down in the Willis Central. Florists. It just doesn't matter. We'll advertise for anyone, and the thing is you can advertise into community groups for free. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money. We don't mind that retail. Some businesses in Wellington wouldn't be alive without us. They come to us every month, and if we didn't do the post for them, or we put the price up and they couldn't afford us, they would probably not survive. That's sort of how wild that is in hospo. Events, huge amount of events. We sell a couple of thousand tickets a week for businesses. Some bigger brands are starting to play with us because we're about to take on the radio guys around the traffic and the news and that sort of stuff. So we're starting to collab and partner with some bigger brands, and so we're not fussy, Assia. We will work. We're down to earth. We'll work with anyone. We share our stuff. So we think that we can learn from each other, and we'll work and support with anyone.
Exciting stuff. So look, do you have anything else you would like to share with our future viewers who will be excited to hear from the person who holds their reins to 1.5 million souls?
Hey, it's just give us a call. We're go and have a cup of tea. We're all down to earth here, and we're all in the same community. One thing that did come out today is that people are finding it tough. And you know, we're here to give the reach, you know, find ways to do it, whether it be commission only. You know, I just think a lesson I've learned this week is with the trolls and the brutal people is I think you can't let them push your buttons. And you know, we're here to support the community and support businesses, charities, whatever. We're just excited about helping anyone. So yeah, get in touch, and thank you for pulling this together. It's a very, very innovative series.
Well, thank you for that. And I have a special message for everyone. Graham has a wealth of expertise, but most importantly, he is extremely creative. So this is not like coming to someone who never dealt with hospital before or doesn't know how things can be tweaked here and there. So I think that every interaction with Graham can give any business bright ideas how to reach out the right audience and actually you know, make more sales at the end of the day. And if you are still not sure what social media is or how to use it, we are putting together some courses, some basic courses for people to at least open their eyes that exists. And believe me or not, social media works equally well for hospitality, retail, and other business to consumer, but we specialize in business to business. It works there well as well. So do reach out to Graham or myself if you want to have results in 2023, and who cares about elections? Just participate in the market. Well, thank you, everyone. Enjoy your day.
Excellent. Thanks, Assia. Take care. You're looking wonderful, and go well. We'll see you soon for a cup of tea.
Perfect.